So I'm walking to the venue where I'm finally going to fight. I look at the ring. I'm literally looking at the ring where I'm going to be fighting. My mind is racing. It actually looks like a professional fight venue. I go into the locker room where the weigh-ins are taking place. All the fighters on the card are weighing in. And I see my opponent. He's got a ton of his stablemates with him. He brought out his whole squad, his cut man, his coach. And I'm all by myself. He finally weighs in 129.9. He's actually overweight by a little bit. After a couple minutes, I step on the scale, 131.2. I'm also overweight, 2 pounds over. They don't say a thing. I get a quick physical from the doctor over there, and the fight card is revealed to me. I find out on the first fight on the card, and then I'm left to sit there in silence, just with my thoughts. The fight doesn't start for another 45 minutes. Waiting for my coach to show. He finally arrives. I'm extremely anxious to fight. I'm itching to then go show us the gloves that we are fighting with. 10-ounce gloves. They feel like nothing. No padding. And after the weigh-ins, I down some Pedialyte to get my hydration back. And I swear, in what feels like minutes later, they're announcing my opponent's name. The lights go dim. The spotlight is solely on him. And they play some cliche boxing song. He's walking to the ring. He's clearly been here before. The crowd roars his name. It's real. It's actually happening. And his opponent, Assad al-Shalabadada. I mean, I can't expect them to get my name right. Now the spotlight centers on me, and I love it. But the crowd is dead quiet after they announce my name. I am clearly on this guy's home turf. They are clearly here for him. He brought out his entire family. I walk to the corner. Let's go. The anxiety of just waiting for that first bell to go. And I swear what feels like a knife cutting through my soul. You hear the bell. We touch gloves. Allahu Akbar. That's what I shout as soon as we touch gloves and we go at it. He starts pressuring hard, beginning all of his shots with the straight right, the 2, and I catch him with the overhand every single time. Massive overhand, massive overhand. It keeps landing on him. Maybe if I put a little bit more sauce on it. Massive overhand. It lands again. He eats it like it's nothing. And even though I'm landing, the crowd and the judges, all they see is someone completely impervious to any punch that I'm throwing at him, and he is walking me down. I don't take a forward step almost the entire fight. He's pushing me back and back and back. Second round goes, rinse and repeat. Third round, the same thing. And your winner by unanimous decision out of the red corner. I was in the blue corner. Was I hurt in the fight? Not at all. Was there a massive skill disparity? No. Did he outwork me? Absolutely. He outworked me by a mile. And while I was in the ring, I couldn't see it. I just thought I was landing counter shots. I was just focused on landing these little pot shots. And he was focused on bulldozing me. And what makes me the most angry is that I genuinely believe if someone smacked me in the face and told me, he is continuously pushing you back, what are you doing? These judges and this crowd, all they see is him pushing you back. Work. I genuinely believe if someone told me that, I would have won this fight. But enough of me crying about the result. What did this teach me? The first thing that it taught me is that the value of outworking someone can never be understated. How many times have we seen fights where someone outclasses their opponent completely, but is outworked by the less technical fighter that is willing to put everything and leave everything in that ring? I got in my ego. I thought I was the bigger, stronger, smarter fighter. I thought I had him on everything. Yet if you look at the footage, he's the one bullying me. And maybe because it was smaller, it made me subconsciously take my foot off the gas because of how I handle smaller guys in training and what I do to them. And I was seeing and stalking my opponent on social media and seeing him do his road work. He clearly worked very hard for this fight. And in my head, I'm thinking, it doesn't matter. I'm stronger. I'm bigger. I'm going to hurt this kid. My opponent had something to prove, especially after his last 2 fights. The second thing I've learned is that defeat and or near victory is the biggest motivation that I could have ever had. When I drove back home, that 45-minute drive, knowing I had to walk into that room, walk to my family, knowing I had lost, it's a feeling that I never want to feel again. Do you know what that does to you? I could have had one of 2 responses. I could have sulked in my misery and just concluded, that's it. I'm a loser. I'll never be good enough for this sport. I'm too old. I'm too inexperienced. I'm too small. I'm too weak. But no, I knew I had the capability to win that fight. I knew I deserved to be in there. I knew that if I pushed just a little harder, ran another mile, the Assad that walked in there could have won. And I was so close. And I kid you not, after the fight, I opened to a random verse in the Quran. And I needed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to talk to me. And wallahi, this is the verse that I opened up to. Certainly has Allah shown to his messenger the vision. In truth, you will surely enter Masjid al-Haram, if Allah wills, in safety, with your head shaved and your hair shortened, not fearing anyone. He knew what you did not know and has arranged before that a conquest near at hand. Now, what does this have to do with my fight? This was revealed straight after what the Muslims thought was a defeat happened. The Treaty of Hudaybiyah. The Muslims traveled with the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ to go and perform Umrah, but the Quraysh blocked them from entering Masjid al-Haram. After some back and forth, the Muslims signed a treaty, and the treaty favored the Quraysh on paper, and the Muslims had figured it was a defeat, given how one-sided the treaty was. However, Allah corrects and reassures the believers that victory is near, and while this might look like a setback, it is far from it, and that Allah knows what we don't. Only Allah knows where the chips are going to fall. When I opened up to this verse, I knew exactly what I had to do to win my next fight, and how, in general, how to handle what looks like a loss. And I was so thankful that I opened up to that verse. So what's next? Alhamdulillah, I've had a little bit over a month to recover. I got a pretty bad injury on my right elbow, cannot throw any right hands. But alhamdulillah, I'm essentially fully recovered. I'm looking to get back into the swing of things. As soon as it's healed up, inshallah, we'll get back into the gym this week. And at the end of the day, this is bigger than just boxing for me. Boxing is just the method to shed my past self. The one that was scared to fight. The one that was scared of getting hit. The one that couldn't stick up for himself. The one that thought discipline was something only other people had the ability to do, to be, and that I was too weak for. Every round I spar or box is a metaphorical strike and desecration of that version of myself. And alhamdulillah, every day there's new skin to shed, and every day there's something new for me to learn. So JZAK khair. Thank you for watching. If you want to become more disciplined by living like the Sahaba, there's a link in the description to a course that teaches you exactly how to do just that. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Masalama.